everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited you're here today because I want to talk about a really hot topic that's really big at the moment, and I think it's super important to talk about. It's something I've done recently, so I feel kind of excited about it and like I have a lot to share. So for any small businesses at the moment, I feel like is quite a uneasy time. I feel like everything's going up in price and it's kind of overwhelming. I think if anyone runs a small business, naturally you do people please and you want people to like your business and you want to support their needs as well. So doing something huge like a price increase is terrifying. It gave me anxiety for like 4 weeks before I did it because I was so unsure whether I wanted to make the decision, purely because I was worried about upsetting people more so than me even being able to afford my everyday bills. But let's cut to where I really want to start talking about. So I knew that I needed a price increase because I got to the point in my business where I was maxing out the amount of dogs I could groom. I'm a dog groomer, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. Hey, I'm a dog groomer, check out my Instagram, it's just here. And I was maxing the dogs I could do in a month, so I was doing around 56 dogs, maybe more, and I was just cutting, like I was just making my bills and having like a tiny amount left over that I could maybe get like, I don't know, some dinner with. So I was getting kind of stressed because I was thinking, wait a sec, going self-employed, I was going to have so much more freedom, I was going to be earning a lot more than when I was in a salon, and it just wasn't working out like that. Like, I rarely have a break, so when I was in the salon I was having an hour break. I am just scraping to get by, and I'm probably working twice as hard because when you leave a job and you work for yourself, you're just working constantly. Like, people are messaging you all of the time, it's always in the back of your mind. It's really, really hard, like way harder than working for a company, I would say. So I thought it was the perfect time right now to share with you guys something I did that has had a huge benefit on me. I'm so sorry, there's kids next door and they are so noisy next door. It's actually really making me angry. Please be quiet. So anyway, I upped my pricing and I got quite a lot of messages from other groomers on Instagram saying, like, I think your pricing's really fair, how did you do that? I'm really scared if I up mine I'm gonna lose people. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are all the thoughts that I had. But I'd seen this lady pop up on Instagram all of the time. Her name is Maddi, and she has a page called Boss Your Profit. I will put a picture here and link her below. I have spoke with her and asked if it was okay for me to do this video because I am going to be talking about some of the things that she taught me in her free seminar. So she popped up on my Instagram. By the way, this is not an ad. I do not get any benefit from this. I just think her course is incredible and it's free, and anyone that is struggling with this side of things should definitely check it out. But she is a hairdresser, so I'm not a hairdresser, but this thing popped up saying that there was a free course on how to do your pricing and how to do your pricing properly. And she had all of these things saying, like, are you sick of working all of the hours, not having a lunch break, not getting paid holiday pay, trying to chase people when people cancel? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the rabbit hole that I'm falling down in my first year. So I want to do that course so I can prevent that happening. As it was already started to trickle, like things like that had already started to kind of happen. Anyway, I signed up to her seminar, completely forgot about it, and then one Sunday morning I just got a little notification to say, hi bosses, we're about to go live in an hour. And I was like, you know what, I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna do the seminar, it's free, if I don't like it I can turn it off. So I sat down at the computer on a Sunday morning, and then I found out the seminar was 2 hours and it immediately put me off. I was just like, I do not want to sit through 2 hours of someone I don't know talking about something I'm not really that educated on. Anyway, the first few minutes I was just blown away by what she was talking about and how relatable she was and how kind she was and understanding and non-judgmental for those of us that were still struggling with money and still putting our needs underneath all of our clients and putting them first. And I do know to run a business, like, our clients are so important, but we're important as well. We are running our business, so we need to be in top shape to give the best service we possibly can. The first thing that she kind of started talking about was limiting beliefs, and I think if anyone's clicked on this video probably has some limiting beliefs around money and how much they can charge and how much they're worth. And I still definitely have this. I still really struggle. Even though I've done a price increase, I still find it hard to sometimes tell people what their actual price is going to be, because I'm afraid of upsetting them, and I'm scared they're going to think that I'm too expensive, or I'm doing my job purely for money and I don't care about their animals. And maybe, like, she kind of said all of these limiting beliefs are things you've just made up. So sometimes we'll make things up about our clients. So we'll make up ideas about their financial situation. We might say, oh, they can't afford that. But do we really know that? We don't know what situation they're in. They might be millionaires, or they might actually be scraping to get by, but choose to use your service because they like your quality and they like you and they want to use your products. A big factor that she mentioned, which I really liked and it kind of made me feel calm, was everyone's priorities are different. So she got all of us to kind of think about something that's really silly that we prioritize more than other people. And I think she said hers was like loo roll. Like, she will always buy the most expensive loo roll because she believes it's better. Whereas for me, like, I don't really care what loo roll I use, but mine is my nails. I get my nails done by an independent nail tech and I really love her, and I'd much rather go to her than a commercial salon. I just think she does a better job. I have a better connection with her, and I'm willing to pay whatever she charges because I know she does a good job. They last. I have my hands in water all of the time. These have been on 5 weeks. They look immaculate. So she said everyone is going to prioritize different things. So even if they are a millionaire, they may not think your service... Sorry, I've just seen a dog in a window. I'll try to show you. There's a little dog up there. Yeah, even if they are millionaires, or they're working at McDonald's, or they have a lower paying job, whatever their priority is, they will pay for your service. So yeah, that kind of made me think, actually, that's true. Like, if people respect you and they like your service, they will stay with you no matter the cost because you're a priority to them. And other people, if you up your prices and they leave because you're too expensive, they will want someone cheaper. So even when the person that's cheaper ups their prices, they will leave them and go to someone cheaper. So that is okay. It is still hard to deal with. I up my prices. I lost 2 clients. I have over 200 clients and I lost 2. So, and that still hurt me. That still made me feel really upset, but they were very kind about it. They didn't even mention money. They just said, okay, can we cancel our appointments? And that was it. And I think as a people pleaser, that is hard to deal with, and you do take it personally and you will feel upset. But the majority of my clients stayed because they like my service. And that is what will happen with you when you up your price. The people that respect you will stay with you no matter what. I actually got some really kind messages from clients saying, finally charging your worth. Oh my gosh, we'd pay way more for you. Like, people that like you will stay with you. It's not just about the money, it's about your service and your time and who you are as a person as well. So like I said, Maddi does do this for hairdressers, but I think in the future she may be looking at something for dog groomers, which I think would be amazing because I do think the grooming industry is very, very undervalued. Like, we have sharp objects that could seriously harm your dog and we're using them around their eyes and their tongue, and you're charging, like, people are paying £30 for that. Like, when you think in the grand scheme of things, if you went to a hospital, I know, like, in the UK we don't pay for stuff, but if you went to a hospital and paid like 30 quid to get like surgery done, I'd be thinking, who the hell's doing this? Like, they're not qualified. So it's wild to me that we are still charging like 30 quid for a dog groom where we are looking after an animal that doesn't understand what we're doing, that is a wild animal, that, like, one slip and we're gonna harm them. And I don't know, it's wild. I can't believe we are so undervalued because our job is very hard. We cannot communicate with them like humans can communicate, and they're very unpredictable. Sometimes a dog that you've had for a very long time can change in the split moment, so it is a hard job. Anyway, I do really, really recommend this course. Another thing she kind of made us get clear on was our financial goals, what our goals were for the future and how are we going to achieve them with the current pricing that we're doing, the current hours that we're working, is that the hours that we wanted? She kind of made us go back to the reasons why we were self-employed and tried to make us aware whether that was happening now and how we can make steps to make that happen. So for me personally, I wanted to attract clients that were very strict on their dog's routine and their coat condition, because I like styling, I like longer dogs, I like fluffy dogs, I love working with a curly coat, and I love schnauzers, which I have kind of attracted because I've really put that out there. So she said, if you want to attract something, you need to get so clear on what you want to attract and why you want to attract it, and everyone needs to see that. So when I make a post, I always put at the bottom what I'm about. So I'm a holistic cage-free groomer because I am. I take card payments. All my products are vegan and ethical, so they are more expensive than a brand that doesn't use that. I've had over 2 years of training. I do seminars nearly every single month to up my skills, and everyone knows that. All of my clients see that, and they also see me a lot. So I come on my Instagram stories all of the time. People can connect with me, which I think is really, really, really important. But you just need to get clear on who you're trying to attract. Think of all of the things like where they would shop, what type of like if you're a dog groomer, what type of breed they would have, what type of styles they would go for. You need to get so clear so that you are actually attracting those clients. Going back to the pricing situation, she gave this example. If you were walking down the high street and you seen a nail bar and someone was doing nails for £10 and someone was doing nails for £60, who would you be more likely to go to? I know this depends on the person and it depends on their priorities, but for me, I would never in my life go to someone that charged £10, because straight away I would think, are they qualified? Is that going to last? What are they using on my nails? Is that going to damage my nails? Whereas this is without even knowing anything about either of the brands. They could be using the same products, but with the person that charges £60, straight away, naturally, I'm going to think they're using high quality products, they're way more qualified, my nails aren't going to be damaged. So you've got to kind of think about it that way. Your pricing is going to reflect who you attract. If you're charging really, really cheap prices, you're going to attract people with less money and people that may not care so much about the service, that just want the service because it's cheap. So what we kind of got to think about here is people pay more money for higher quality. If people see something's cheap, they will think it's lower quality, and I definitely think that as well personally. If I had my own dog, I'd want to take it to the person that was probably charging even more than me. So yeah, that's kind of something that I need to think about. But at the moment, I'm very happy with who I'm attracting, and I'm very happy with how things are progressing. I wouldn't say I'm earning extreme amounts, but I'm earning enough to stay at a happy medium. I don't want to yak on too much because Maddi explains all of this so much better than me. She actually also offers a pricing calculator, so you can work out to the penny what you need to charge per service or per hour, and this has been a complete game changer to me. It actually made me feel a bit sick because I did it and realised that I was undercharging by around £15 on every single service. I haven't done a £15 increase straight away because that made me feel very uneasy, but I did do a £10 increase, which I think was quite a lot, and I was quite scared about that, but no one's really said anything. She will offer you the pricing calculator at the end of her seminar. I will put a link below to that as well, but I would definitely recommend listening to her seminar first because she's live on there. She will answer any of your questions and just boost your confidence. Everyone was so kind when I was on it. I was feeling kind of uneasy because I actually rent a space from my mum and I work in her garage, and I thought people wouldn't want to come to me because I'm working in a garage. And someone on the seminar just said, look, people aren't coming to you for your space, they're coming to you for you and what you are providing. And I was like, still in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm not sure, but it is true because I've done it now. And like I said, 2 people went and I actually filled those spaces the next day. So yeah, it wasn't really that much of a loss. It was, to be honest, a gain because I got 2 new clients. But yeah, I really, really recommend this seminar. I just think she's amazing. She's really kind. She speaks all the time on Instagram if you've got any other questions as well. And yeah, I'm going to end that here. I'm going to end it with the question to yourself: are you being a good manager to yourself? And I think everybody that's self-employed needs to kind of think about that. And if you're not, do the seminar. Do the seminar. I am not getting anything from this. I just think it's insane, and I think you're missing out if you don't do it.